It's the Hot Rod Podcast with Ron Foreman and Brady Wright. We literally live, eat, and breathe cars. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and the like button, mash the notifications on so that you'll know every time we put a new show together and bring it to you here on YouTube. Time to get going. Let's see what's happening this week. Hey, it's Brady from the Hot Rod Podcast. My co-host Ron has taken a little bye week, and I thought I would share with you a shop day that we hosted here at my place. Now, some of you may know, I'm the president of the Idaho chapter of the Rat Bastards Car Club. Ron is the original president of the Washington chapter, and that's a club, like a lot of clubs. There's cruising clubs and there's building clubs, and the Rat Bastards are a building club. So it's very common for them to get together and help one of the members on their builds. There isn't a chapter over here that does that, but there is a really great group of guys called the North Idaho Rats and Customs crew, and they do kind of the same thing. So a week or so ago, we invited a bunch of them over to the house. They came, and they helped me put together some of the things on the 41 Jimmy Rat Rod ice cream truck that I'm building. The reason I asked them is, I'm getting carpal tunnel syndrome in my hands, and I got spinal stenosis, so I don't bend over as well as I used to when I was a little younger. So they came over, they helped. It was a great deal, and I just thought I would share with you some of the stuff that happened during the shop day.
I know, I'm trying to get it at an angle, you know what I mean? Where it kind of leaves a mark.
Let's see what we're doing here. I see.
I need,
You need a smaller Sharpie. So results today, floor pan almost cut, at least it's laid out and in a good shape. We got marks on the floor, and the two little deals right there and up there are where the seat brackets are going to go. Getting ready to hang the gas pedal. I got a door that completely has a top on it now, thanks to Brent. And Vic and Todd prepped the entire motor for the, or not the motor, but the frame for the radiator, which is over there in the corner. Now I gotta do is just gotta put a couple of holes in where they're gonna go, and that'll be set to mount. We're getting there. We're getting there. It was a good day. Appreciate everybody's help. Now here's some of the results of the shop day. Look at that door top welded up and fitted just nice. Thanks to Brent Lundquist for doing such an excellent job on that. And I got some really slick body mounts that James Roberg made and brought over. These things look like they're going to be just about right to set on there and mount the box. Once we build that, we got a whole bunch of those down there, plus a couple of other mounts that we're going to make use of. And we're going to finish up mounting the radiator right in here. But first, I got to make sure that the distributor is mounted correctly and install a coil, because this motor doesn't have one, but it's going to. Once we get all that stuff done and I get the steering and the brake lines plumbed correctly, then we'll put the front end back on and we will have a running hot rod. We'll be right back. The Hot Rod Podcast is sponsored by the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame, a nonprofit organization that recognizes and rewards men and women who actively promote the hot rod community, clubs, and builders all over the state of Idaho. Every year we award a Hot Rodder of the Year, a Club of the Year, and a Young Rodder of the Year, as well as giving out scholarship money to students in the auto trades programs at local colleges. If you want to know more, or if you want to nominate an honoree, go to idahof.org or email us at idahof@gmail.com. That's
Idahof, idahhof.org, or, again, idahof@gmail.com. Hey, here's something pretty special. Check this out. So this is a project I've been kind of working on in the back of my mind for quite some time. What you got here is a semi-reconditioned, made in Italy bumper car. Number 15, of course. Now this thing has no motor in it. What my plan is to do something like this. It's just about big enough for two people. I'll put a steering wheel and a gas pedal and things in here and replace the floorboards probably once I get that quad or ATV body or chassis on there. And this ought to be a lot of fun.
So that was it for the shop day. We'll do another one pretty soon, and when we do, you're all invited. Thanks for listening to the Hot Rod Podcast.
You're into cars, you love a good time, and you'd rather build it than buy it. You just might love the Rat Bastards. We're a family-oriented nonprofit organization. We believe in 1969 and older, in the rough is enough, real steel and iron, old school, traditional hot rods and rat rods. We get together, have fun, help each other build, and cruise like crazy, because that's the way car clubs are supposed to be. The Rat Bastards are a new class of old school, and our signature event is the Infestation every July. We're charter sponsors of the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame. Join us at cruise-ins all over Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and the Inland Empire, or at our club in Seattle. We're on the Rat Bastards Car Club page on Facebook. Join us.
That's it for this episode of the Hot Rod Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to our show, and we appreciate it if you smash those notification buttons too, so you'll know when a new one drops. For Ron Foreman, I'm Brady Wright. This has been the Hot Rod Podcast. We'll see you on the next one.